Hello, my name is Jessica McLemore. I have been an animal protection police officer with Fairfax County for over 17 years. I'm speaking as an individual and not on behalf of the Fairfax County Police Department. I apologize I'm not able to attend today's meeting in person due to being out on maternity leave. For as long as I can remember, I have loved all types of animals. I grew up with cats and dogs, of course, but I also remember helping various types of animals, including wildlife, throughout my childhood. So it came natural that I would make a career out of what I loved most, helping animals. I attended college and began my career as a certified veterinary assistant. I worked in a veterinary hospital with both domestic and exotic pets for 6 years. I learned firsthand how to identify various illnesses, common treatment methods, proper handling techniques, emergency care, and more. I enjoyed my time at the hospital, but I knew I wanted to do more. Then I watched a television show on Animal Planet called Animal Precinct. This show followed agents of the New York City ASPCA Humane Law Enforcement Unit who were solely dedicated to investigating crimes against animals. I was immediately intrigued and knew I had found my calling. Shortly thereafter, I was hired as a humane law enforcement officer by the Washington Humane Society in Washington, D.C., now known as the Humane Rescue Alliance. I was a civilian. I wore a polo shirt and BDU pants. I was given a can of pepper spray and a cell phone. I did not receive any formal training. I did not attend a single class or receive any type of certification. I was never taught about applicable laws, arrest procedures, report writing, courtroom testimony, self-defense, and more. I simply rode around with another officer for a few shifts before I began driving a 1980-something Astrovan with plastic airline crates in the back by myself. I quickly learned that we relied heavily on local law enforcement, and animal calls were not their priority. One case I worked required local law enforcement to execute a search warrant, something I did not have the authority to do as a civilian. After waiting several hours for their assistance, I again realized I wanted to do more. That's when I found Fairfax County, the only local jurisdiction where I could have the best of both worlds, a passion for helping animals and the legal authority to be able to do it. I was hired and completed the police academy where I received all of the proper training to be able to do my job and do it right. Today, 17 years later, I routinely obtain arrest warrants, including felony warrants. I routinely write and execute search warrants. I successfully prepare cases and testify in court, and so much more. Sadly, Animal Precinct stopped airing in 2008, and interestingly enough, in 2014, the ASPCA turned over their investigations to the New York City Police Department after seeing the need for fully sworn law enforcement. Accepting the current proposal would mean we are taking several steps back, becoming civilians again. We have fought so hard over the recent years to be the best as law enforcement officers. We are the gold standard because of the incredible training we received to be able to do our job to the absolute best of our ability. Thank you for taking this into consideration.